is everybody doing? Very excited. I tell you what, we are on the move. We have such special guests tonight. I am so very, very excited. We've got two very special guests tonight. And listen, when you hear some of these testimonies, how many of you every morning when you wake up, your phone is buzzing? And maybe it's your messages, maybe it's your messenger, maybe it's your emails. It's buzzing. Raise your hand if you've got a buzzing phone in the morning and it's something powerful, something positive. Generally speaking, it's a miracle. Let's just call it what it is. It's a miracle. We get good at using that language because that's exactly what it is. And so my day started this morning with many miracles. But the one that is just so, so powerful that we're going to have on here tonight is a story. Let me find it. Let me get to it. Heidi Sarnecki, our beautiful friend Heidi Sarnecki on the Sherry McCann's team, she started my day off with this beautiful, beautiful testimony about this beautiful, beautiful woman. And Tracy is her name. And let me find Tracy because we're going to kick it off right out of the gates with the good stuff. So if you came to hear how this patch can help you, your family, your loved ones. And again, I want to preface this whole thing with, we are here for educational purposes. We cannot say that we treat, cure, or prevent any disease. We are not an FDA drug. Thank God. Thank you, Jesus, that we're not an FDA approved drug. We are an FDA wellness device. But with that being said, we really speak a lot of times more in the realm of getting rid of symptoms. And again, because we can't use the language of we cure diseases, right? We don't talk like that. But what we do see is a lot of miracles and a lot of symptoms reversing all day long. So I am going to try to find Tracy up here. If you could just, Tracy, let me see where you are. And maybe Heidi could help me. Let me get to Tracy over here. I hope she's in here. There she is, Tracy's iPhone. Hey, Tracy, I'm going to ask to unmute you if I could, if possible. And let me add the pin here. There she is. How are you?
Hey, I'm good.
Oh, good. You're so beautiful. Okay. So,
Oh my
Tracy,
goodness.
you are. I just got done working out. So I'm like, thank God you can't smell through the screen. You just see me.
Yeah,
I look a little,
same.
this
It's
is
been
the
a long
bluest
day.
It's been a long day.
Yeah.
Tracy, tell us where you're at. Tell us a little bit about yourself and tell us what's going on.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm fairly new into the patch. I've been on it at roughly a month and had the opportunity to go home to see my parents for spring break. My dad has had some awful arthritis in his shoulder, and I was like, Heidi, where should I place it? What should I do? I didn't have LifeWave, but I did have the X39. And so anyways, I said, Dad, why don't you try it? And he did, and he was roughly on it about 9 days. He had to go to the dermatologist. He had a strange place on his back that needed to be looked at, and they were going to cut it out and biopsy it. But when he showed up to the doctor, they could not find it. They looked everywhere for it, could not find it. And so he had a picture of it actually to show him.
Oh, sorry. Unmute yourself. Ask to unmute. You guys, make sure you're all muted so we can hear beautiful Tracy. Make sure your phones are muted. Thank you.
Yeah. So anyways, he had a strange, suspicious spot on his back, went to the dermatologist. They were going to cut it, biopsy it. And the doctor couldn't find where it was. And they'd already taken a picture of it, showed the picture to the doctor. The doctor was amazed because it was very ugly, but no signs of that spot present. So
praise the Lord.
Anyway,
okay,
yeah.
That's amazing, Tracy. And I want to just say this, that's not the first time I've heard that story.
Yeah.
So I have other people, especially the elderly that are going into their doctors frequently to get things cut off, right? This is kind of commonplace for many elderly people, apparently. And I know so many of them now that when they go back, they're not getting anything cut off. And their doctor says, if it's that patch, you better keep wearing it because your skin looks amazing.
Yeah.
So when I saw
just have to say hallelujah on that. I know I'm supposed to be mute, but praise the Lord.
Okay, thank you. Thank you for unmuting and praising Jesus. We'll take it. But that is the truth, is that we see amazing things. And you guys know I carry around this book, GHK Copper Peptide, right? And it says on there for skin, hair, and beauty. But listen, if you read the book, it acts like, literally, it says on the back, protects skin cells from UV radiation, reduces photo damage, skin spots, lesions. It's telling you literally in this book that GHK copper peptide does all of this, right, guys? So we shouldn't be shocked to hear the story of your wonderful father. I bet he was happy not to have to get anything cut off.
Oh, he was, but he was amazed. And he told the doctor, he said, it's this patch right here that I'm wearing. So
yeah. Wow. Yeah. I mean, you tell the doctors, because the doctors need to know. The doctors, you know, here's what I've realized. If we don't tell them, how are they going to know?
Yeah.
Okay, right. Hang on a second. Hey, whoever's on here, mute yourself. You guys, everybody mute yourself when you're coming in. I thought I did have unmuted, but people are unmuting themselves. Give me a second here.
Directly.
I'm going to mute everybody. Mute all.
Yeah.
Come back in a second, Tracy. Give me a second. Mute everybody. Ask to unmute. Okay, everybody mute. Yeah, we got it. Ask to unmute. So here's what I want to say. Oh, ask to unmute. Can you unmute yourself, Tracy? Only Tracy. Yeah, Tracy, I encourage you to talk to your dad for us. Tell him we're so happy and we're so thankful that you shared that story, and that we really believe it will continue with his skin, because that's what we see.
Absolutely.
With these, it's not like one and done. Generally speaking, many of these people, when they're going back in, they're not having to get anything cut off anymore. And so that is amazing. We love that. And
he was wearing it for something totally different and was just amazed by just even that, something that he didn't expect at all, you know.
Absolutely.
So the unexpected.
Absolutely. The unexpected, you know, that's the thing. Sometimes people say, what is it doing? And we're looking for the one thing that we want it to work for.
Right.
Meanwhile, it's doing all this other stuff in our body. So Tracy, thank you so much for getting on and sharing about your father.
Yeah, you bet.
And keep us updated on how his health continues to improve and grow and get better yet. We love that. Appreciate you. Awesome.
Thank
all
you.
of you guys.
Yeah, bye.
Bye-bye. Have a great night. Keep yourself unmuted, everybody, please. And we've got another great testimony tonight. If you guys came to learn a little bit about health and wealth, and maybe some of you have said, Renita, I'm too busy to do this business, or I don't have time to do it. I want to introduce you to my friend Cheryl. Cheryl, if you could unmute yourself. Let's find her here. I think I got her. Is this her? Let me see. I'm going to add a pin to her. Yes, there you are, beautiful Cheryl. Isn't this lady a knockout? Wow, got 2 knockouts on tonight. So Cheryl, will you share with everybody just a little bit about who you are, what you're about, what you've seen, both from a health standpoint and a financial standpoint? I'd love you to share just a little bit about both.
Yes. Okay. Well, my name is Cheryl Cosby, and thank you, Renita, for inviting me on to share my testimony. I'm from a small town in Blanchard, Oklahoma. I was married for 20 years. I've been a single mom now for 12 years. I have 9 kids, all the same dad. That's the most frequently asked question. I have 5
9. Let's just say that again. 9.
Yes, 9. Okay. I have 5 grandkids and 1 on the way, and they are just the joy of my life. They're my why. They're why I do what I do. Most of the 12 years that I've been single, I have been in fight or flight mode. I've been surviving. I wear 20 hats at once. I am, on autopilot all the time. And so for the journey that I've been on, it's just been a game changer for me. So I worked 70, 80 hours a week. I parented from the phone, had a day job, night job. My older kids helped raise the younger kids. And we were all just going hard at it really for a long time. And so we did it. We're good. Everybody's good. And everybody's just learned so much. There's beauty on the other side of pain. So the beauty is I have a lot of really hardworking kids because they didn't have a choice because I didn't have the money. So I now own a coffee shop in my little town, and some of my kiddos work for me, and we love it. And we're just so blessed. I was originally introduced to the patches by Sonia Warner. She's somebody I've known for 12 years. God brought her into my life through some wonderful circumstances 12 years ago. And so she's walked a lot of my journey and saw a lot of my dark times, my ups and downs, and seen what my obstacles were. She's never given up on me, and I'm so grateful for her friendship so much. Originally, she started talking to me. I wasn't interested at all. I found out my mom had dementia. And so I kind of I had a little shift in my mind. I didn't have time. I'm 100 miles an hour. I didn't think I could fit a sliver of time in there anywhere. And so I just began to think, could this help my mom? Well, fast forward, we didn't get that opportunity. She was very far advanced and I didn't get, and unfortunately we weren't able to. But in that process, I fell in love with the patches. You know, I love health and I love nutrition, and it just began to open my mind that, you know, I wouldn't want my kids to walk through what I walked through and watch my mom, because it was just heartbreaking. And so that was my why again. And so I just began to learn. And, you know, my miracle for me is I'm always so busy and I have so many irons in the fire. I was frustrated. I was mind overwhelmed. My mind, I couldn't shut my mind down. And so I just always felt very overwhelmed. So I have the biggest whys for me and takeaways is I have clarity of mind. I think clearer. I think slower. I think more accurate. It's like it slowed me down. And then I have tons of energy and I sleep good. I used to go to bed at night. My mind wouldn't shut off. And all those three things are life changing. They're huge.
Right.
And so it's really been a very big shift for me. And so the business originally, I just needed to make enough money to get the patches for free because I wanted to be able to wear them. And that was my goal. That was my first goal.
And by the way, that's a first goal for everybody on here tonight. Like if you're brand new to this and you're saying, you know, I don't really care about the money. Well, how about making enough money to get free patches? How many of you know that free is for me? I love that idea. Yeah.
All about that. So as I began to do that, I began to share, you know, and the first peoples I signed up were my employees at my coffee shop, my customers at my coffee shop. So the culture just began to grow. And then my team at the coffee shop began to get excited. So we're kind of double duty in it. And we have a lot of fun both places. And so it's really been a huge blessing in my life, and it's opened up my mind. I just recently won the trip to Punta Mita. Sorry. And I just began to dream again. I didn't dream of those things. And I'm so grateful to be able to think bigger. You know, I love my life. I am so excited about my future, and I wasn't, you know, it's just, I'm sorry.
No, I love you. I love you.
I love Jesus with my whole heart. And this business is not just a business, it is a ministry. So to get to share and to watch the transformation and to watch the testimonies and to watch literally just bringing hope to people has been the biggest blessing that I've ever experienced. And I feel like I have a new family. You know, I have a team of people around me that lift my arms up when I'm weary and vice versa. And I just feel like God's just brought me such beautiful relationships, and the culture and the community. It's just literally life changing. So if you feel like you're too busy, you're not, because you just intertwine it in your day.
Let's just say 9 kids again, just to refresh everybody's memory real quick.
Yes, you are definitely not. And I've just learned to just cultivate it into my daily schedule. You know, I make a plan every day and I have this long list and I just try to conquer the list. And it's a combo of coffee shop owner and LifeWave. And I just juggle both of them and intertwine them, and it works. And you can dream. And I am just so grateful for the opportunity and for all the beautiful people that I've met. So thank you for letting me share.
Cheryl, we cannot wait to see you in Punta Mita and hug you. And you guys, we're just so proud of her, aren't we? So everybody give it up right now for Cheryl. I appreciate you getting on. Wow, sharing from the heart like that. You guys, we love her. So I'm going to mute everybody one more time. Thank you, Cheryl. I'll squeeze you in 14 days. I think we're all going to be there together. Like she said, the new relationships, you know, just choosing to dream again, because that's what you get to do over here in LifeWave. If you came for testimonies tonight, you're getting them. So we met this incredible 2 gals when we were down there. In fact, I'm looking at Linda Miller nodding, and I can't get enough of this woman. So I am going to have Linda Miller. Linda, I didn't even tell you you're going to speak tonight, but I love you so much. I'm obsessed with you. I love you so much. And I want you to share a little bit about what happened at corporate, because Linda just won a trip to corporate with her sponsors and her team. John and Teresa Getz, amazing leaders that we have on our team. And we were down there at corporate just last week together. And Linda shared many incredible miracles and stories of health transformation. Don't worry, you're going to get 2 more, but maybe not from Linda right now. I want Linda to share a little bit about what she saw at corporate. Let me pin you, Linda, and make sure the rest of you stay muted. If not, I'm going to come bite you in the calf. And so we have Linda right here. We're Ken and Linda Miller. Let me see here. Are you guys unmuted? Talk to me, girl.
We are.
Yep.
We are.
Oh,
We are here. We can't wait.
Oh my gosh.
Mita.
So this couple won Punta Mita as well. A lot of people from that whole team won Punta Mita. So we'll see each other fun in the sun. How many of you guys know vacations for free are fun? Now we earn them because we go to work, but they're free, right? So they're free. So we're very excited for the fellowship, the fun, the food, the sunshine, the beach, just all of it, the miracles that we get to hear. I gave the team an idea last night. I said, when you get to Punta Mita, you better take your phone out, and anybody that you talk to and you say, hey, what's the patch done for you? You better hit the record button, because you're going to come home with 100 videos that you can put on Facebook 100 days in a row. And listen, if people are not getting started after watching those 100 days in a row of Facebook videos, they shouldn't be on your team, right? Because they're lacking some common sense, or maybe they need 17 patches or something. I don't know. But like, after you see and hear, like Scott always says, you can't unsee and unhear what's happening over here. So Linda, tell us what happened at corporate.
Wow, I tell you what. Well, do you hear this woman? She doesn't stop. You literally, she starts at 7 o'clock in the morning and she's just going. And you should see her work out. I mean, she doesn't work out like she's thinking that she's doing it herself. She thinks that she's working out with like 50,000 people. I mean, it's amazing how she has the energy for all these people. Well, anyway, so we had these amazing dinners and we had fun. We talked like crazy. Their kids are, oh my gosh, they're the greatest kids in the world. They're amazing. But anyway, so we went to the corporate office. It's the whole entire 5th floor of this huge building. And what we saw was really incredible, massive and gorgeous, and really like next level, high, very, very like Trekkie, like Star Trekkie. I mean, it was just really cool because he loves Star Trek. Anyway, we had our meals paid for by Scott and Renita Brannon, and they got 3. They wanted to make sure that we got enough to eat, so they rented 3 food trucks, and Scott said, you know what, just get a couple and you can taste them. Well, funny thing is, there was, I don't know, 9 people or whatever. And good old Linda, I listened to what he said, and, I'm the oldest of 9 kids, and he said to get 2. So that's what I did. So anyway, I had it for a little snack later. But anyway, we walked in there and we heard like noises, like there was like we were in a space capsule or something. And again, he's a Star Trek guy. And so the lights were going on and off, and you could hear this motor, and then all of a sudden you heard like we landed, and they opened up the doors. And let me just tell you, David Schmidt's desire to help humanity is all about LifeWave. And so we go in there, and what do we see? We see a drone that's, like a 7th the size of what the real drone looks like. It was an unbelievable, gorgeous. And they were talking about what he was planning to do and everything. And then all of a sudden we go over to this machine that will help you have this 0 electricity. I mean, this is his future. He said he's got 7 years of amazing inventions that he's not going to even tell us about. But it's probably coming up like maybe 5 years from now. And then we saw the water machine. Meanwhile, we saw these patches and everything. I saw my future. But I not only saw my future, I saw where every single person that wants to touch somebody will be able to help other people. And this isn't something like, it's gonna die. A lot of companies, they come and go. This company is ready for 50 years out. And I'm telling you what, I broke down. I had teary eye, meanwhile, Scott and Renita were just, they were going into every place and they were taking pictures. This girl is just amazing. She really is.
I'm like, wipe your tears, get the footage, let's rock.
Rock and roll.
Forget those tears, Linda.
Tears right now. But I'm going to tell you, everybody was crying. Truett, my son, Truett and Rocco were there. I kept hearing Truett say, do you have chills, Rocco? I've got chills head to toe. And then we take about 5 steps and we go into the next room, and the next thing would be revealed. And then Truett's like, I got chills again. And he's looking at Rocco and he's like, do you have chills? I mean, so our kids are feeling that this is something so special. I always call chills God bumps. They're not goosebumps, they're God bumps. And so God is literally showing us through our children. And so today I was on an SPD meeting with David Schmidt, and he said, this is a generational wealth opportunity. This is a generational health opportunity. So if you guys have not been here for very long, welcome to generational health and wealth. I mean, we are not just about, old people getting, off their drugs. And we like that idea, but we are like people taking back their power completely with their health. That's what we're about. And we're about moms doing that, dads doing it, children doing it, great grandma doing it, grandma doing it, the babies are doing it, the toddlers are patching. I mean, we are about the 96-year-olds getting out of hospice. I mean, we're about it all, right? Everybody wins here. So I encourage you guys, if you don't understand that, I mean, Linda, share a little bit about, you have a huge background with network marketing, and then we're actually going to go into another testimony, but you both have a huge background with network marketing. And if you just joined us on our meeting, could you please mute yourself? Because I can't find people fast enough with 147 of you. I can't see the people that forgot to mute themselves. So please mute yourself outside of Ken and Linda, because we need to hear from this glorious couple. You got a huge background. We're talking decades in network marketing.
Mute.
Okay, someone's saying we're on mute. That lady who said that, you're not, lady. So mute yourself, okay?
I'm saying, how do I mute myself?
Let me just mute all again. I'll mute you, and don't touch anything on the phone. There, I muted you, babe. Now, Linda and Ken, can you unmute yourself again? Because when I mute everybody, I mute you. Okay, you're back. Ken and Linda, don't anybody else touch yourself. Linda, tell them about what the difference is with this business. Now, we could talk health all day, right? I got more testimonies I'm going to share tonight. But tell us what makes this business of LifeWave unique or different than your previous network marketing experience, because you guys were like heavy hitters.
Yeah. Let me tell you the business, because I just got off several Zooms just before I jumped on this one. But the biggest difference, Renita, is that this is technology that we have our hands on. Nobody else has it. You can only get it here. And we're not selling most potions and lotions and this and that. Not that that's bad,
right?
But we've got technology that is that science. Number one, it works. It's backed by science. It's patented. You can only get it from LifeWave, and it gets results. I mean, this is like success in a little patch. All right. That's what it is. And this is like selling, ice to Eskimos, or I mean, not that, but I mean, it just
easy.
Works
it's
so
relevant.
well.
It's totally relevant right now
to do. If you're,
and who doesn't want to be a part of somebody that like you and Scott? Oh my gosh. And we know that because you're so successful, you've got a heart for wanting to help people. And again, that was the reason why I was teared up too, is because I can't believe we've got John and Teresa Getz and you two, Scott and Renita Brandon. It's like, thank you, Jesus, for this amazing gift that we have. And you said it, we're getting younger every single day. So we're just excited about it.
Linda was in the weight room, and she's such a gamer. First of all, our faces hurt from Linda because she's a comedian, because she went to school apparently with Tim Allen, and they did stand-up comedy in the lunchroom. Well, she's still doing stand-up comedy in the lunchroom, except it was the Brandon family. And anyway, Linda's in the gym, and she's laying on the bench to do incline press. I said, "Do you want the 10s?" And she said, "Give me the 10s." She's literally pumping the weights. Oh, I mean, like an animal, right? You know what I love? I said to Scott, I asked everybody, "Do you want to work out with me?" They all said yes, and they showed up at the weight room.
Absolutely.
And so it was like game faces on, let's rock and roll. But you know what? That is the type of team we have. People are getting stronger, fitter, faster, and you guessed it, younger. They're getting younger because of this patch. And so we are only aging in reverse. We're only about to have more fun, by the way. If you like to have fun, you're going to want to get on this thing.
I just want to say one thing. I want to say one thing, and that's many people have always wanted to win. And it's so important that you not only are able to win, you can win. And in LifeWave, not only do you can help yourself, and you can help your health and your finances, but you can win for other people also. We're a team, and we're always helping other people win. You're doing that with us. We're doing it with others. And I'll tell you what, winning's fun.
I'll tell you what, I like winning. I mean, I say it out loud, win, win, win. All I do is win, win, win. Because here's the truth. I don't know if you guys saw, we won the 2nd Bravo Award. So you guys know this. We are the #1 growth company in all of network marketing globally, you guys. We are #1. So if you've ever wanted to arrive at the winning team, you're here now, okay?
That's right.
We find out yesterday, we won the award again. For the 2nd year in a row, we won the award again. Okay, guys. So we won the Bravo Award for the most growth of any company in direct sales network marketing globally. In addition to that, they beamed in David Schmidt, our founder, and he won the award that they distributed for innovation. And they said these companies that are not innovating, you know, eventually all these makeup companies, they're just sitting competing with one another. It's just, it's a Me Too product. All of these weight loss companies, Me Too product, right? All of these, whatever, CBDs, Me Too product. We are unique in the world and in the marketplace. Nothing is like us. And how you know that is we're winning all the awards. And DSN is like the most prestigious organization that oversees all of the direct sale network companies worldwide, globally, you guys. So when we're number one, it's kind of a big deal, Linda and Ken. But would you agree? I mean, you've done other networks. You were the top of your food chain in the other network. You know,
hands down. Yeah, hands down. This is the most exciting thing that we've ever done in our life, and we've seen it. So, and we have been at the top. So this is very, very exciting for other people, because they're going to be able to do this too. And trips are a part of your future. It's not hard. I looked up and I'm like, oh my gosh, we won. I looked up again and I'm like, oh my gosh, we got 2 flights. We got 2 trips free. So
yeah, just like that, just from doing the activity of sharing because you care. You guys, I love you. I could talk to you all night. I can't wait to be on the beach and laugh all night until my face hurts again. We love you guys, and we believe the best is yet to come. Truett and Rocco said, is Linda coming on this free trip? And I'm like, you bet she is. They're like, we love Linda. I'm like, I know. So my boys adore you. So we cannot wait. Again, get around people that your family, you're proud to have your family around, and you are those people, you guys. I thank and appreciate you tonight. I love you guys. I could talk all night, but I'm going to move on. All right, let me unpin you. I'm trying to be as high tech as possible, but as you can tell, I'm not like super high tech. Let me remove the pin there. I want to screen share. Let me know if you guys can see my screen. I'm sharing 2 more testimonies. Again, if you came tonight for testimonies, if you just walked into the Zoom room, mute yourself. This is a testimony of an anesthesiologist. Okay, guys, we ran into her down at corporate. Listen to this story of an anesthesiologist.
Can't hear.
Wait. Stop. You guys can't hear it. Someone just said that. Jaime, hang on a second.
No, we can't.
Yeah, we couldn't hear it.
Let me try it again.
Okay.
Everything in the body.
Start from the beginning. And there's some background noise because there was a bunch of people in this meeting room. So hopefully you guys can hear it. So lean in. Here it goes.
I'm Rachel Maurice, and I worked as an anesthesiologist in Canada for close to 20 years. I've been in the medical field for 30 years. I left 3.5 years ago, started researching how the body works and how the body actually heals itself, which we were not taught in my traditional medical education system. And we just managed disease. But what I started learning about was light and how light drives everything in the body. It is the signal for everything, and we weren't taught, once again, that we produce light. When I learned this and then I came across this patch, it was there was no indecision in going on, because my mom's heart was starting to fail. Again, as Diane said, I connected with her, and she was a cardiac surgical nurse, showing me not just telling me stories, but showing me evidence of echocardiograms of people's heart function going from 15-20% up to 40, 50, 60%, which I've never seen in my career, and I know what she's seen as well.
Right.
And it was, again, got my mom in the patches. In 2 weeks, she was walking significantly faster from taking a breath, or having to stop every 2 to 3 steps to take her breath, to catch her breath, to walking significantly faster on an incline, talking to me, which was shocking. She had to lower her thyroid medication after 3 weeks. And I just started sharing because the science was completely sound, nothing going into the body. And I was witnessing in front of my eyes, and that's really what it was, miracles. People with things like trigeminal neuralgia, which is called, the nickname is the suicide syndrome, gone in 9 days. People who had sciatica, a friend of mine, 5 years, gone in 3 hours. People walking who couldn't walk before, someone who had MS. One of the ladies I know who had MS, for 30 years, all she did was sit in her chair with the activity. That was the activity she could do. 30 years before, she was an equestrian. She swam. Within 2 months, she was starting to swim again. She was walking, and she actually had neurological issues to the point where she could put her hand in a pot of boiling water and not feel it. Wow. After 2 months, she grabbed a potato from the microwave and threw it across the room because she got feeling back in her hand. So for me, I've never seen anything like this in my 30 years in medicine and the research I've done outside, because that started with my mom's journey with cancer, but literally nothing. And I wake up every day with stories, more and more stories.
It's a miracle inbox, baby. That's what I call it. Yeah, thank you, girls. All right, that's one of them. I'm going to show you another. Again, you're probably praising Jesus right now that you came to this Zoom to hear all of these incredible testimonies tonight. Let me find the next one. So the gal that's standing next to her is actually a cardiac nurse, and these two are friends, obviously rocking and crushing LifeWave together because the medical professionals are figuring it out. Like she said, this stuff was not being taught in medical school. She did not learn any of this stuff in medical school, right? So here you go. Let me make sure that I have this. Did it arrive? And if not, I'm going to send it to myself because I promised you guys you get to see this stuff, and I do not want anyone left behind tonight because I said I'm showing both of these testimonies because they are so very powerful. There it is. Looks like it's there. Let me refresh my computer screen so I can get it and pull it up for you guys because I don't want to miss out on her testimony because it is so powerful for the cardiac nurses or any of you know that that might be a nurse. You guys ready? Here it is. Let me screen share one more time with you. Yeah, you can have the recording of this. But again, we don't treat, cure, or prevent disease. So I just want to tell you that. I just want to tell you that. There's no treating, curing, or preventing disease. This is for educational purposes only. Here you go. One more amazing testimony.
I was a critical care cardiac nurse for 20 years. I worked out of New York Cornell Presbyterian Hospital, a big hospital in New York City. And I always say this to Rachel and so many other people, 20 years with that background, I have never seen the miracles I have seen with this patch. And when I say miracles, I don't even think I saw one miracle in the hospital. It was pills and surgery. What this does for the heart, for the ejection fraction, how strong the heart is. We have people that are in arrhythmias that put on a patch 5 days later. We would have people do ablations, catheters up to the heart, 8-hour procedures, and have zero success, right? A patch with nothing going into your body and having miracles. So God has his hands all over this. And Rachel,
I see heart stuff all the time too, where people are like waiting for heart surgery. They're calling me an hour later. They didn't have to have it.
Even myself, the reason why I tried these was I was having palpitations, long haul COVID, palpitations, trouble breathing. I put it on, 24-hour miracle. I never had another palpitation. 2 years now.
Gosh, I love that.
You guys got it? So can you tell for a second, I'm going to stop the share there. Can you tell why I'm so excited, why I'm so fired up to be promoting, talking about LifeWave? We get to do this. We don't have to do this. We get to do this, guys. And we get to be part of something that's absolutely transforming people's health. They're taking back their power. Literally, I don't know what else I can show you that would be as convincing, but for all of you, the testimonies tonight are top notch. I'm going to get into that more of a flip chart presentation because I feel like some of you came and maybe it's your very first time. Make sure you get a hold of the person that invited you on here tonight. That person is your sponsor. Make sure you tell them, I want the cheapest price. I want to save the money. How many of you like to save money? Raise your hand. I would definitely say go for the wholesale brand package deal because that is the biggest money savings. Let me click on over here. I'm going to get through this in the next 15 minutes to get you guys out of here. Hopefully you've got your money's worth so far. I tell you what, I knew it was going to be a slam dunk tonight when I heard everybody that was coming on board. But the biggest question of the hour, have you been patched yet? We want to hear your miracle. Promise me when your miracle happens, you tell it to me. In fact, tell it to the world. Someone's praying for your miracle right now, that when you're healed, what's going to happen? How many people are you going to help when you have your miracle, right? Now, you could go to your doctor. We've got lots of doctors, lots of nurses, lots of integrative facilities. I think I've had 10 doctor meetings this week alone. They sell these patches for $150 a sleeve. A sleeve is 30 patches for those of you that are new here. I don't want anybody on here tonight paying $150. I want you paying $100 a month. Okay. I want you to save money tonight. If you're into saving money, put me in the chat. All LifeWave products are free from drugs, chemicals, and stimulants. We do not claim to treat or cure disease. I am simply sharing testimonies with you of people and their life experience. What's going on? Isn't it phenomenal? isn't it miraculous? I mean, that's all we can call it, is miracles. It all started with my aging mom. You guys, my mom was so sick of living at Touchmark. She lived at this place called Touchmark. I thought it was like the Ritz-Carlton for old people, but she didn't like it. She said, everybody's here is getting vaccines and they're sick all the time. Get me the hell out of here, Nita. So we got mom out of Touchmark and she moved back independently. She lives in her beautiful condo down by the river. That's what I've been doing the last 2 days. For some of you that have been trying to get a hold of me, I've been moving mom because she was sick of living with the old people. Okay. She moved out of her house because she missed the old people. She got with the old people. She realized all they did was complain about their sickness and get vaccines. She wanted out. But I started this journey because of my beautiful mom. And you guys, we saw a miracle with her walking without her walker on the 11th day after patching. I knew the only thing different we were doing was she was wearing that X39 patch, right? Her teeth came back. Her bone density came back. Her eyesight came back. The doctor said that macular degeneration fold is gone. G-O-N-E. There's no more fold in her eye, right? She's got health benefit after health benefit, from bone density to teeth to eyesight to penmanship. Her penmanship came back. If you know anything about Parkinson's, these people, they stopped being able to write. In fact, that was her first symptom about 9 years ago. She gave us Christmas cards and it was a line. Like, we didn't see her name. It was a line. And I said, what the heck is going on with mom's writing? Right? Mom has beautiful penmanship. You should see the notes laying all over the house now, guys. So she started cooking in the kitchen again, right? Anyway, the bottom line, that was our first miracle. My mom and dad, my dad's legs. Many of you have seen this picture. This picture is worth $1 million. Honestly, because people that share this picture, they take it to the top with LifeWave. You can share it too. This is my dad. You're part of our team. Share the picture. It would honor my dad for you to share this picture of his legs. The bottom line is he was dealing with these oozing, goozing legs for 6 months. We doctored and doctored like crazy. Nothing worked. It's not like, you can tell I'm relentless with health. It's not like we weren't trying, laying around watching the TV, right? We were going to doctor after doctor after doctor. Then we tried naturopath and homeopaths and, you know, all the natural stuff. Nothing worked. We put a patch on my dad. The next morning, his legs were on the right. They stopped oozing. They stopped goozing. They shrunk back to the original size. And my 80-year-old father looked at me one day, say it me, one day after wearing the patch and said to me, where can I get some more stickers? It looks like that sticker worked. I mean, are you kidding me? We ran to Mayo Clinic and everywhere in between, right? And that sticker worked. So we knew that God had us prepared for something special. We've got a miracle inbox. This is 5 days later on my friend Penny's hands. I could show picture after picture. We could spend just 24 hours on you know, we should have a 24-hour, you know, marathon where we just have testimonies. But the miracle breakthroughs are not just for old sick people. You know, our boys are on the patch. You guys know our boys. They're ripped. They're 24, 18, and 16. They're working this business. They're transforming the youth. They got, I mean, I love this kid, Eli. He's on Truett's team. He got started. It cured up his acne and got rid of his acne in 18 days. His face looked like beautiful from all the acne. And the kid goes home and shares it with his mom and dad. And now that kid, Eli, is teaching his mom about nutrition. And his mom is embracing everything Eli's teaching about the patch and nutrition. And his mom is not a nutritionist. What is she? What is it called? A dietitian. She's a dietitian. And now Eli's teaching the mom about phototherapy and how this patch can help transform people. I mean, think about this. You guys, I'm giving it to our youth. I don't think that when people say, oh, our youth, I'm like, our youth are our future leaders. We need them to be empowered with phototherapy. And of course, hopefully you guys are grabbing hold of this. David Schmidt's a freedom fighter. If you like freedom, you're at the right place. If you don't like RFK Jr., well, he's wearing the patch. So is his team. In addition to that, we've got Mickey Willis. He created the plandemicseries.com. He's wearing the patch too. And guess what? He just filmed an entire documentary about phototherapy, and our founder, David Schmidt, and the genius behind LifeWave, the genius behind the 201 patents that David Schmidt has in regenerative medicine, the over 100 clinical studies. We got to change this slide because we're way beyond this. He just told us today on the SPD meeting, I officially have 201 patents in regenerative medicine. We can't even keep our slides up to date. That's how fast this thing is moving. Okay, guys? So David Schmidt, the company's 21 years old, but in 2008, David said, we're going to focus on stem cell research. He spent 10 years, $4.5 million to bring to market X39. Now, you got on here tonight probably because of X39. Someone told you about it. and they said it could help your stem cells. And again, this is for educational purposes, but if you know this, praise the Lord. If you don't, you're about to know something that's going to change your entire course of your life. And you know what? Obviously, you care about your health because you hung in there on this Zoom this long. So thank you. The number one indicator of wellness is directly correlated to the number of adult stem cells in our bloodstream. I've been a health coach for 25 years and I did not know that. Okay. So how many of you knew this, that the number one indicator of how healthy you are is these stem cells? Stem cells can become any other cell in your entire body. Do you guys know that? They can become eyeballs, they can become ACLs, they can become skin, they can become hair, they can become heart. Stem cells literally can become any other cell in the body. There's two things that are really degrading our stem cells. Number one is chronic inflammation. So I don't know about you, but I know a lot of people with chronic inflammation, and it doesn't have to be an old person. There's a lot of teenagers that have mental chronic inflammation, stomach chronic inflammation, all kinds of problems, right? They've got vaccine injury, chronic inflammation, okay? And we just say it how it is over here. I hope you're not offended by anything I'm saying because I'm just straight talk with you. Someone's got to tell you the truth, right? And let it be me because I love you and I'm obsessed with health and I'm obsessed with getting people out of the pit of sickness, okay? By age 30, do you guys know you got a 60% reduction of stem cells? I'm almost 50. Listen, I feel like I'm 20. I go to the gym, I feel and look like a 20-year-old. This is getting crazy. But by age 50, I'm supposed to have a 75% reduction. Well, that's what was happening until 2 years and 9 months ago. And the day I put the patch on, everything changed for me, just like my mom, just like my dad. By age 60, just like you, by the way, just like you, your life's about to change. Are you ready? Are you ready to change your story? By age 60, you got a 90% reduction. If you're 60 on here, you better be putting speed dial on the friend that invited you on here tonight and say, get me that patch. Because you've got a 90% reduction of stem cells. Holy Moses, you're fading fast. Hit the call button. Okay, by age 80, you got a 95% reduction. My poor dad, walking around with those inflamed legs like that for 6 months. I said, Dad, you got a 95% reduction of stem cells at your age. And if you do have any, it's probably 1 or 2, and they don't know where they're at. They're so confused with this leg issue, right? They can't find each other. Everything changed. Everything changes for you the moment you put the patch on. The question is, are you ready for the change, right? Are you ready for the change? So the patent that David Schmidt got, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. The guy's got 201 patents. It took 10 years, $4.5 million to get one patent. 10 years it took him to get this patent. Guess what the patent says? An apparatus. That's the patch that provides a beneficial effect by providing phototherapy. That's what we're here talking about tonight, guys. Phototherapy is light therapy to a human body. So it's giving us this light therapy to our human body. And for some examples, as a result of elevating copper peptide. Well, all of you who are on here know X39 elevates copper peptide. And what does that do? You're saying, what does that do? I remember thinking, how is this thing working? Like, how did it do that to mom and to dad? There was no denying that it was working. I just didn't know how it was working when I started, right? Well, here's how it's working. It's activating stem cells. It's improving energy. It's elevating antioxidants. It's a reduction in inflammation. It's a management of pain. It's an improvement in stamina. It's an elevation of collagen production. And David Schmidt just told us today on the SPD Zoom, if you're privileged enough to be on those things, I say get yourself to SPD so you quit missing out. He told us that they just did a study where they proved the X39 increases mitochondrial production. Holy Moses, don't worry, you're going to learn about it on the LifeWave Connect next month. So make sure you're on that LifeWave Connect with David Schmidt, the founder. He'll tell you what the study showed. You guys, we are only getting bigger, 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 stronger, stronger, stronger. The question is, are you going to be part of this, right? So GHK copper peptide, this is a book that I bought the second day after I joined because I knew nothing. I had never heard of GHK copper peptide in my life. I'm not going to be, I'm not going to lie to you. I didn't know anything about it. I knew nothing about it. I didn't know how the patch worked. I just saw the miracle. And then I was on a Zoom like this, and this medical doctor held up this book. He said, go buy this book if you want to learn why this patch is working. So I hit the buy button and bought the book. Holy Moses. My advice to you, if you're working LifeWave, you better get the book and ear tag page 206. 206 is the page you need to show all of your friends and family members. Okay, we've got over 100 clinical studies now in the back office. Hey, listen, they're not open to the public. There's a reason David Schmidt is so innovative. He's such a genius. People like to steal people that go first in things. You guys know that? There's a lot of imitators in the marketplace. So rather than people try to imitate us, David Schmidt puts our studies only available in our back office. So sign up, become a brand partner so you can look at the back office and read the over 100 clinical studies. I'm used to saying 95. And we found out now he's got over 100 clinical studies in the back office. So how do you wear this thing? 12 hours on, 12 hours off. So when you start it, you put the patch on during the daytime hours, you throw it away at night when you go to bed, put a fresh patch on the next morning when you wake up. Drink plenty of water and increase your electrolytes, okay? We'll talk about more of that, or just talk to who invited you on here and they'll give you an education about how you need to consume electrolytes to turn the lights on in your body so your body can heal better. So how does this thing work? It's a proprietary form of phototherapy, light therapy. It's patented nanocrystal technology. Nanocrystal means small. This is non-transdermal. None of these nanocrystals are entering your body, okay? Not like that crazy vaccine that they shot into the world. The nanocrystals sit on top of the body in the patch. It's fully enclosed. And what happens, our own body light reflects and hits that patch and reflects back into the body a specific spectrum of light frequency. Just like when you stand out in the sun, your body knows to activate vitamin D. When you stand out in the sun, your body doesn't activate vitamin B12, okay? When you stand in the sun, your body knows to activate vitamin D. How does it know to that? It's a specific spectrum of light hitting the skin. So when that spectrum of light hits the skin from X39, it's activating GHK copper peptide. I don't know, but I just think this is the coolest thing on the planet. Non-invasive, easy to use, and wild results we see with brain stuff. So if you know anybody that's got brain problems, maybe they lose their cell phones or their keys 5 times a day, you got to run to them and hug them and patch them. This was a 77-year-old fitness instructor, and she was having major brain inflammation. Look at that brain inflammation, all that red. I always say red is dead. Not good for the home team, man. This lady was having problems, lack of brain coherence. She needed some stem cells in her brain. Can you tell? Right? They put X39 on her 12 hours a day. Look at 3 weeks later. Oh my goodness gracious. No red. Not an ounce of red. Are you kidding? We should be running to people just so that we can help their brains, right? So these are the benefits we see: strength, stamina, mental clarity, restored muscle condition. Like my mom, her muscles came back, improvements in sleep, improvements of skin. You just look younger. If you look at my pictures from 5 years ago even to today, I look drastically younger. I look better. And best of all, I feel better. Nothing hurts on my body. I feel amazing. So X39 long-term results, first few days, those genes are resetting. Read the book, read the book. Within 6 weeks, your brain becomes balanced. Within 3 months, your collagen is increasing. People are going to say, what are you doing for your skin? Within 6 months, your heart is reversing in age. Just like, I mean, look at both of the testimonies you guys just heard. It was about heart health. David Schmidt says this is not anti-aging. It's actually age reversal. You are part of a 20-year-old debt-free company. We're open in over 75 countries globally. It's closer to 80. Like I said, we can't even keep up with these slides because it's happening so fast at breakneck speeds. This is not a Me Too product. When you get involved with LifeWave, the reason you can make so much money here, and I'm going to say it out loud because like Scott says, let's just talk about the real things. My husband Scott's a financial planner. He says, why do people not want to talk about money? Let's talk about money. You know, it's so important. Like Teresa Getz says, it ranks up there with oxygen. You know, you don't have enough of it, it gets tough to breathe, right? So 2021, the company was doing 20 million a year. 2022, can you see what happened that year? X39 was launched. X39 was launched, guys. Do you know anything about patents? They have a 20-year life on them. We're 4 years into this bad boy. We've got some people to help and some money to make. Who's in? 2023, 430 million. You see a pattern here. Do you see the pattern? I see a pattern forming. 2024, over $600 million. This is the year that we're supposed to be doing over $1 billion in sales. Growth company, #1 growth company in the world last year and again yesterday with the Bravo Award. In addition to that, our founder got the most innovative direct selling award in all of network marketing. I don't know why you're here, but I want all of it. Say it with me. I want it all. I want it all. I don't want some of it. I want it all. I realized who my God was when I was 25 years old. I committed my life to Jesus, and I started walking around saying, why not me? Why not me, Lord? I love you, right? I want the family. I want the time freedom. I want the security. I want to travel the world. Trust me, we are. I want better health. I've got it. Do you? I want less debt. I love all of this. We have 6 ways to earn, but the first thing you need to do is you need to get started. Say it out loud. I need to get started. You need to get started so you can go someplace here. The first thing you need to decide is, do I want the core pack for $295? That comes with 3 sleeves of X39. Do I want the advanced pack where it's $535? That comes with 6 sleeves. By the way, if you're a couple and you're on here, you better be patching your loved one, because you don't want to be getting younger and friskier and they're getting older and crustier. It's not going to look good for the home team if you do that. So you want to make sure that you're patching your spouse. Patch the spouse, okay? So the advanced package is 6 sleeves of X39. The premium is the best deal. It is the best deal. 20 sleeves of X39 for $17.50. So you're getting your sleeves all the way down to like, $85 a sleeve. If you're serious, I would say go all in with premium. It's a total tax deduction. You can write it off, but here's the deal. No matter if you get started at core, advanced, or premium, you need to do what's right for you and your budget and your family and the people you want to help. But when you get started, you automatically get your own free website immediately. So you can sign up your sister-in-law in about an hour, okay? You can sign up your coworker tomorrow morning when you get to work, because they all need it. They're all getting old faster and we're getting younger. I mean, don't we want our friends to get younger, or do we just want them to become old gray mares? Like, I want everybody to be young with me because I want to have so much fun, right? But as soon as you get started, you get that free website and you get the free app. The app is called LifeWave In Touch. If you have not downloaded LifeWave In Touch app, it's free for you brand partners. Get it downloaded, okay? It's got scientific studies and videos you can send out and all kinds of great information. But once you're signed up, that's your first step. Get activated, get in the game, get in the driver's seat here of your life and your health, your finances, right? Buckle up now that you're in, because once you're in the driver's seat, you're going to decide, hey, how many people do I want to help? How many people do I want to bless, right? With this, I don't ever think to myself, when do I have to be done? I keep saying to Scott, how far can we go? How many people can we serve and bless with this patch? How many people can we pull out of that pit of sickness and darkness and financial stress? Let's get them out of that pit. They can stand in the light with us, right? As soon as you sign somebody up, the first way of making money, there's 6. I want everybody to say 6. How many ways of making money are there? 6. I don't know how many ways you're paid at your day job. I was really awesome at all my day jobs. I was an amazing gym manager. I mean, I worked like a sled dog. No one could outwork me. And I'll tell you what, I wasn't getting paid 6 ways of making money. I was getting paid 1. Okay. I was underpaid and overworked. I don't know if you guys can relate, but that was me. And I didn't care for my bosses very much because they were kind of sexist. Anyway, onward and upward. God puts us all a place for a season for a reason, but here we are now. So when you share this, you have 6 ways of earning income. The first way is called product introduction bonus. When you go sponsor somebody later tonight, you're going to receive a $35 bonus when they go to your website and buy that core pack. You're going to receive a $75 bonus when they buy that advanced pack, and you're going to receive a $405 bonus when they buy the premium. Right now, there is an incredible special going on where until Saturday, they're giving you more money. Say it with me, more money. Okay, they give you more money, and that the advanced package, they're giving you an extra $75. So if you go sponsor your sister-in-law tonight and she buys the advanced package, you're not going to make $75. You're going to make $150. Holy Moses, this company just gets better and better and better. The premium, they're giving you $250 extra this week. So instead of $405 that you typically would make, if you sign up your sister-in-law today, tomorrow, Saturday, they're going to give you $655 for that premium pack. Are you guys catching my drift over here? This is amazing. That's the first way of making money. Say 1. Now say the word and. And means there's another way of earning. Here's the second way. Here's a second way of making money. This is a way that you can earn up to $25,000 a week, right? $25,000 a week. And that's not pie in the sky. We got many people on our team earning that. We've got thousands of managers making $1,500 a week. We've got thousands of directors making $2,500. We've got hundreds of senior directors, dozens of executive directors, and dozens of presidential directors. And we've got, I think, 40 now senior presidential directors on our team. So the bottom line is the sky is the limit. This is only the second way of earning. There's 4 more. But this way is really cool because guess what? You got to go get your core 4 as fast as possible. Okay. What that means is you get started with one of those packages, preferably the advanced or the premium, right? Just because you need more patches because you got to help people. You can't be stingy with your patches. then you got to sponsor 2 people on your right and 2 people on your left that do at least the core, but preferably advanced or premium. When you sponsor those 2 people on your left and 2 people on your right, you go something called manager. That's $1,500 you can earn up to that a week, right? This is money. This is real money in your hands weekly, not monthly, weekly. Okay. Director is up to $2,500 a week. So the first goal is you get in with your pack tonight or ASAP, save the money, get a wholesale pack and get your core 4. Who should you call? Look at your cell phone. Who's the last 4 people you called that you love? Call them. You don't want them to die. You want them to live. You want them to be healthy, young, vibrant, traveling with you, having fun with you in life, right? Call those 4 people. Pick up your cell phone. Who do you love that you talk to tonight? Call them, right? Get them in. Say, hey, listen, I'm onto something. We're going to live a lot longer and a lot healthier. Give me your credit card. Let's go. We got this thing moving and shaking. I heard crazy testimonies tonight. What we showed you tonight is a drop in the bucket. We could go for days on a testimony marathon. Seriously. Okay. But I just wanted to give you guys a big glimpse tonight. So what the third way of making money, remember we had the first 35, 75, 405. You get the extra 75 and the extra 250 on these top 2 tier packs right now. You can make up to $25,000 a week on this one. And say the word and. This is my favorite way of making money. The people that you sponsor, they're your first level leadership. You get 25% check match when they are rocking this business. We want them sharing with the world. So if I sponsored you, do I want you making $50 or a week or 25,000? You can take it to the bank that I will help you make 25,000 a week. Why? Because if I personally enrolled you, guess what? Now, if you personally enrolled somebody, they're your first line leadership. Guess what happens when you personally enroll them? That means that you're earning that check match bonus of 25%. Let me get my screen working here. I'm moving too fast. I'm moving at breakneck speeds and my screen is raising up on me. Here we go. Let me get back to it. Pull it back in, Renita. Pull it down. Cinch it down. All right. I'm getting so fired up from all these testimonies. Let me go back over here so you can see it again. Not there. I'm going the wrong direction. Here's the right direction. 25, 20, 20. So your first level leadership, you get a 25% check match. They sponsor somebody. That person that they sponsor is your second line leadership. You get a 20% check match. That person sponsors somebody. Third line leadership, you get a 20% check match. Are you kidding me? So if the person at first line leadership is maxing it out at $25,000 a week, you're making $6,250 weekly because they're earning $25,000. Let's say it's your second line leadership and they're maxing it out at $25,000. Well, they're your second line leadership. You're going to earn $5,000 weekly because they're maxing out the compensation on that binary commission. Third level leadership, another 20%. So if they're making $25,000, you're getting another $5,000. Do you understand how massive this is? This is generational wealth and health. This is a generational health and wealth company. Okay. If you want to be part of it, we want you to be. All right. Retail profit, another way for you to make money. And remember, and here's another way you can make money. People go to your website, they buy retail. I never do that because it's too much money. I want them paying wholesale. I don't want anybody paying too much money. I like everybody saving money because I know what eggs cost because I've got 3 boys that are athletes and they eat a lot of them. So the bottom line is I want everybody buying this way, right here. Core, advanced, premium. That's where you save the most money. Okay. So ask yourself, do I want to save money? Okay. Yes, definitely. Then do the core, advanced, or premium. Over here, you could become this. You can sponsor these people. You do make money, of course. They get a money back guarantee. They've got a 90-day money back guarantee with retail and preferred customers. But unfortunately, when you sponsor them as retail and preferred, they don't fall on this binary. So they're not helping you to earn $25,000 a week, and they don't have their own website to be able to go out and share. So I like to just sponsor everybody as wholesale brand partners at either that core, that advanced, or that premium. And of course, there's 100 of us from our team. I found out that 400 people won the trip to Punta Mita. I think we got 100 from our team going to Punta Mita. That means 1/4 of everybody on the trip is on our team. I'm pretty fired up about that when I heard that today. So we're going to Punta Mita, but don't worry, there'll be more. So if you're getting started just now, I'm telling you what, in July, they're going to announce another trip incentive. You're not going to want to miss that one. Okay, you can always win the trips. Some of you, I know who you are, you win every trip. We win every trip. Okay. And then of course the elite global leadership pool. We're not getting into that tonight. There's 2 more websites for all the information seekers that got on here tonight. Thank you. We love you. We love the researchers. When you research this, you're going to find 201 patents and over 100 clinical studies. So go to thisisit.info.com and watch every video on there. There's hundreds. Click on testimonials at the tip top. You'll listen to hundreds of testimonials like you heard tonight. live recorded testimonials. This is it, team. Duplicatable business system. This is like a franchise with your phone. You don't have bricks and mortar. You don't got to open up a franchise. You just grab your phone and now you're in business. This is awesome. Everywhere we travel, everywhere we go, every trip we take, every air mileage we do, every trip we go to Bora Bora, we go to Mexico, we go to Tulum, we just got back from Hawaii. Every trip we take is a tax deduction. Why? Because we get in that airplane with the intent we are going to share this incredible technology with someone on this plane today. And we do. And when we get to Kauai, we say, we're going to share this incredible technology with a surfer on the beach today. And we do, right? So if you have the intent to share and serve, guess what? This is a very tax efficient business. Again, you can go look at those testimonials. I'm officially over my time. I got to shut her down, you guys. Hopefully you got your money's worth tonight. Wow, that was a blast, wasn't it? I just want to say, may the Lord bless you, keep you and shine his face upon you, be gracious to you, and grant you favor all the days of your life. What a meeting we had tonight. And yes, the recording will be up in LifeWave Wellness Warriors, our Facebook group, within a couple minutes. Please share if you care. Get a hold of the person that invited you on here tonight. They obviously are divinely appointed for such a time as this. And thank God they shared this meeting with you tonight. Have a great night, you guys. Thank you to all our special guests. Let's clap for our special guests. Woo! I'm so proud of everybody. Thank you, everybody, for sharing so much tonight. We love you. God bless. Have a great night.
Thank you, Renita.
Bye-bye, everybody.